Let's get back into this.
We are about to witness firsthand several people get fired for what they posted on social media yesterday. And as somebody who works in HR and manages this on the back end, let's talk about it. If you've ever followed me or looked at my page, I like to give people job tips. And one of my biggest job tips that somehow goes viral all the time with people disagreeing with it is that you are accountable for what you posted. If I can connect you to your company in any way, shape, or form, you are a representative of that company. It does not matter that I can do whatever I want in my free time. If I can connect you to your company, you are a representative of that company, which means that whatever actions you take are going to have the consequences that the company decides for your employment. Disagree with me all you want. That's how it works. We all know this. We have seen public outcry. We have seen people get fired for posting things that we all disagree with. And all it takes is a collective mindset of people to go in and say something to a company or give them proof. Here's the irony of this all. Yes, speech is free, but there are consequences to everything, and you need to weigh the risk. And the sad thing is, the people who were celebrating yesterday, who are going to be fired this week, next week, they did not weigh the risk. And I will keep repeating this over and over and over and over again. Your actions have consequences. As a Christian, your actions have consequences. Our God is a gracious, merciful, forgiving God, but there are still consequences to the choices that you have made. And while I don't enjoy letting people go or firing them for bad decisions that they've made, because I know that sometimes people just make really bad decisions, there are consequences. And I will repeat this over and over and over again, that there are consequences to everything that you post, and you really need to weigh the risk.
Finally.
I mean, so true. So true. Well said. Well said. That young lady, well said. And because, dude, that's the thing. And I think that's what a lot of people don't, they seem to forget when you work for a company. If you do work for someone, you are a representative of them, online, offline, everywhere, you know? It's just like if your LinkedIn has your face on it, is tied to what you do for a living, and then somebody can search your name and you also have a TikTok, bro, you got to start looking into that. You have to start looking into that. I've been lucky enough that the past two companies I worked at, they didn't care that I did social media. They didn't care. Like, I had a full-time job and was doing all the I guess the red pill relationship content. I was doing all of that, and they didn't care. But you got to think most of the companies I was working for was full of men, and they're like, yeah, man, I agree. This stuff is funny. I don't care. They're like, hopefully you get some leads from it. They're like, we don't care as long as it doesn't, you're not saying anything crazy. So, keep doing you. Like the jobs that I've had, I quit. Like the last job I had, I quit that job just to go full time on YouTube. So like they didn't care at all. But I'm sure if I was spewing some very hateful or violent rhetoric, maybe they would care. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. Sales is a lot different. And a lot of these other, like, I'm in a marketing role, or I teach fourth grade. That's a big difference. It's a difference from teaching fourth grade to working in sales. Like if you're a good sales guy, anybody will work with you, typically.
Fucked around and we got us a brand new. Fucked around and found out grand.
This guy's got the belt. I love it.
And champion, and for the first time ever, it's an affluent white liberal woman from right here in Mississippi. As the headline reads, University of Mississippi, that's Ole Miss for those that don't know, employee fired over an insensitive comment in the wake of the death of Charlie Kirk. Now, the headline didn't initially include a photo or Lauren Stokes' name.
Headline, keep it a thou out. She looks like Sid from Ice Age.
Shots fired! Didn't initially include a photo or Lauren Stokes' name. It just had a picture of Charlie Kirk with that headline, and it never said her name anywhere in the story.
Or
now,
something from like A Bug's Life.
Shots fired! You know damn well if that had been a right-wing state employee speaking negatively about a liberal who had been assassinated, their image, their family's image, their address, their employment history, their blood type, and everything else about it, including their children's first, last names, and social security numbers, would have been posted all over the damn internet. So we're going to return that favor preemptively and make sure we show you her face. And here's the Instagram account right here.
Walks with danger. Baby girl. The only danger you're walking from is maybe a triple dipper from Chili's.
She posted this hateful nonsense at, which by the way, they didn't put that in the article either, but Clay Edwards here to fill in the blanks for you and do some real fucking journalism around here. Here's what Lauren Stokes said. For decades, white supremacists and reimagined Klan members like Charlie Kirk have wreaked havoc on our communities, condemning children and the populace at large to mass death for the sake of keeping their automatic guns. They have willingly advocated to condemn children and adult survivors of SA, you know what that means, to forced pregnancy and childbirth. They have smiled while stating the reasons people who can birth children shouldn't be allowed life-saving medical care when miscarrying, and that's a damn lie. Continuing, they have incited and clapped for the brutalizing of black and brown bodies. So no, I have no prayers to offer Kirk or respectable statements against violence. Now, she's also a restaurant owner in Oxford, but I am very, very anti-cancel culture. I do not believe in attacking people's restaurants, giving them fake bad reviews or any of that nonsense. But, however, when you're a state employee and you post some trash like this, you fuck around, you find out. We're all held to account at some point, and she was held to it today. Nice to see the occasional affluent white woman, I think there's an abbreviation there that spells awful, get her comeuppance for once.
Dang, that's crazy. That guy went all in on her. But I mean, and this guy too, he's going pretty viral right now. And basically he finds out who these people are, and then he just exposes them on social media.
All the individuals that I exposed, this one may be my favorite. Because unlike everybody else, you had the most to say. But like every single other vile person before you, your decisions led you straight to me. The list goes on from things that you had to say that you thought wise to say. Little did you know that Grace Unfiltered would soon begin to look into you. And everything that I found was just mind-blowing. You had me on a little bit of a witch hunt. But I found what I needed to find. All thanks to you. Because at first I thought I was looking for one person. Then when I found you, I continued to dig. And that is when I came across something that I wasn't expecting. And lo and behold, Hannah.
Oh man, are we surprised?
Used to be Charlie. Is it because you share the name of Charlie Kirk that you felt so vile against him? Or is it because the multiple jobs that you've had, each and every one of them, has fired you?
How do you get fired from a casino? How do you get fired from Margaritaville? Worked at Glacier Chocolate. Former housekeeping attendant at McKinley Creekside Cabins and Cafe. Former desk agent, front desk agent. How do you get fired from that? A shift leader at Wildman's. What is even Wildman's? Former clerk cashier at Alaska Cashier. You couldn't even work at a freaking liquor store. Good Lord. Worked at Walmart. All these jobs are just straight up jobs. Like these are like, this is like busy work in high school. These are all BS jobs.
And we might add one more to that tally, because you posted this picture, and I started looking. And it just so happens to match this picture. And if that wasn't the seal of approval, on one of your recent pictures, the earliest one that I could find, you're wearing that company's sweater.
Ooh, it's not a good look, brother.
And when I looked up the information online, lo and behold, your picture was a mere identical to theirs. If only I could find their information.
Oh.
If only,
Good.
only somehow we can get a hold of them to let them know what an amazing employee they have, and what sort of posts this individual feels good about posting. As I've said multiple times in many of my other videos, I do not advocate for violence. I do not seek vengeance. I do not seek revenge. I seek justice for Charlie Kirk. And unlike you, Charlie, the one that they took away was a way better version. And if you're still here by this time, make sure that you smash this follow button and go to my link in my bio for my backup account. Because who knows, this might be the last video that will end up pushing me over to getting my account banned. But it won't stop us.
This one is...
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's unreal. People getting fired. Like, the internet really is a crazy place. People be going to they be pulling out all the stops to find these people, bro. I gotta say, it's some investigative journalism at its finest. Like, some people really be doing the Lord's work out here, finding where these people work at. Here's the scepter. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.